Hey pillars, and welcome back to another quick video. The record has officially been broken. Spoiler alert, Filippo the Tank Ganna, Top Ganna, or Ganna time, whatever you want to call him, he's officially set a new hour record with a distance of 56.792 kilometers, which is officially the best human effort, beating legend Chris Boardman's time when he had the illegal Superman position. So I do want to talk and share my opinions about this new record because I think it's pretty insane to think of this record being actually set. Now we're going to be taking a look at this article, and I'll share some interesting facts that I think are worth noting about this record. So it did take place in Switzerland, and the previous record, funny enough, was from team aerodynamicist Dan Bigham, who set the previous record of 55.548 kilometers back in August. So Filippo Ganna setting it a full kilometer faster is just insane to me. Just the fact that 56.792 kilometers for the hour record is, I think, very hard to beat. In order to beat Filippo Ganna's new time for the hour record, it's going to have to take some insane power and drag coefficient to even come close. Now, the article goes on to say that this record beats the best human effort held by Chris Boardman, which is a legend when it comes to the hour record. The Brit's distance of 56.37 kilometers recorded in 1996 and was later chalked off by the UCI for his use of the banned Superman position, which I will put on screen right now, but it stood as the benchmark of human ability. So basically, Chris Boardman, he created his own bikes out of like washing machines. You should watch some documentaries about him. He's a legend. So he basically set in 1996 a record using a position that was not common that he basically created, and that was the fastest known in terms of benchmark human ability, in terms of aerodynamics and position and all that stuff. Was 56.375 kilometers. So the fact that Filippo Ganna has beat that, I think, is insane. Filippo Ganna goes on to say, I think next time I try in another part of the season, maybe with more fresh legs, and we can go more high again, meaning something about the elevation in a different velodrome where the air density is probably less. So I'm not an aerodynamicist, so don't quote me on that one. It was noted in the attempt that Ganna hit record pace with just 18.75 kilometers covered in the attempt, which means basically for the rest of the time trial for the hour record, he basically had it in the bag as long as he didn't crash or, tired or cramped. And it says on his 143rd lap, he averaged 58.03 kilometers an hour, exceeding the fastest lap ever clocked in an hour record attempt. The Italian then bettered it and bettered it again. I think that's just insane. So 227 laps on the velodrome, 5 more than Bigham managed 2 months ago. And yeah, I think in terms of potential, I don't even think 56.792 kilometers is the peak. I think Filippo could definitely, do 57. And obviously, I think for drag coefficient, I'm going to go more down the scientific route of this. I think for drag coefficient, Filippo Ganna is not as aero as, let's say, Dan Bigham's is, and that's my opinion. I think Filippo Ganna really is just a mix of having a good enough drag coefficient along with his power. But I do think in the future, if it's not Filippo Ganna, I think it's just hard to match because Filippo Ganna is a big rider to begin with too. So it's hard to have that big of a power and then also have drag coefficient that is, harmonious with one and another. So basically meaning that to be that powerful on the bike, you're going to lose some drag coefficient because it's hard to get that narrow and that like streamlined on the bike. But I think Filippo Ganna, if he really wants to perfect this and he picks a good part of the season where he can peak for it, I think he could definitely hit 57. So a great ride by Filippo the Tank Ganna. I think there's a lot to still improve for. This is only his first attempt at it, so blowing it out of proportion. I don't think anyone can even come close to this record, but I'll leave it there. If you guys did enjoy this video, I came home, I saw all the highlights, and I was like, I just want to talk about it. So if you guys did enjoy the video, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and until the next one, keep on pedaling.